This episode is brought to you by
JG
Graybill!
Woo! Now enjoy the episode. Can we have like a live audience thing where we get like the claps and the boo?
Yeah.
What is that called? Like a just like
Live studio audience.
live studio audience? Yeah, let's have a live studio
Like a
audience.
laugh track.
Like
What
what
episode number is this?
WandaVision.
Okay, 154. So we have no script, Parker. Are you ready to just take it away? Just deal with it.
I'm ready.
Welcome back to All Sports All the Time. This is episode 154. Today's going to be a little different because Owen's not here, but yet we're still in Owen's studio, which means Owen is here, and he is in our live studio audience. Can we get a round of applause for our live studio audience? There we go, guys. There we go. Today,
Wait, he said, can we get a round of applause for our live
from.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to clap for
No.
them.
So,
Gotcha, okay.
me and Parker are heading it on today because Owen had mouth surgery.
Yep.
He had 7 teeth removed. And he can't talk very well. So instead of putting him through the pain of trying to do an episode, I figured me and Parker would take care of it today. So I'm going to start us off with a story. I just got back from California. I was not, was it 1 or 2 episodes? One? Just one. 153. Which I listened to on the plane. Good episode. But I just got back from California, and I started telling you guys this story, but I wanted to save it for the podcast. My parents did a wine tasting at this one winery in Sonoma. It was called The Three Fat Guys. Have you guys ever heard of it?
I mean, it describes our podcast pretty well. I mean,
No one likes wine.
The winery was opened by 3 former NFL Packers.
I thought you were gonna.
Green Bay Packers.
I thought you were definitely gonna say fat guys.
Well, they were linemen, so that's why it was called The Three Fat
gotcha.
Guys, because they were
Okay.
linemen. So they were 3 former NFL players. They all played for the Packers. 2 of them won a Super Bowl, the 2010 Super Bowl with the Packers. So that was pretty cool that we got to go there. I sent Owen a picture. He'll put it on the screen whenever he gets a chance right now. And it's a picture of Davante Adams' signature on the ceiling of the place. So we got to see where Davante Adams signed the
Wow.
the ceiling, which is cool. Jordy Nelson also signed the ceiling. They have a lot of Packers players come through and some other players. They sent, when the Rams won the Super Bowl and the Bucks won the Super Bowl over the last 2 years, they sent them bottles of wine and stuff. So like, I guess it's a pretty common thing around the NFL, this place. But it was really cool. They said oftentimes they have the one Packer who actually lives in Sonoma now. He's often at the winery, but he wasn't there because he was doing some wine event with the other guys in Boise, I think he said. So it was kind of sad that we didn't get to see him. But it was still pretty cool that we got to go there.
That's
'cause
very
the
cool.
Packers-
Speaking of cool, what is the coolest thing you did on your trip? What is the worst thing you did on your trip? What is the coolest place you went on your trip? And what was your favorite thing that you did on your trip?
That's a lot.
So let's start with the first one. Coolest place. Coolest place.
That wasn't the first one.
Okay, coolest thing.
yeah.
Coolest thing.
I would have to say the coolest thing over the entire trip was probably Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Yes, sir.
What? Wait, you
I-
went to Star Wars?
Okay.
Went there?
Listen,
Live
I did.
studio audiences aren't
What?
supposed to
No,
talk.
listen. I messed up so bad. I custom built a lightsaber.
What? You did?
I have videos. I forgot to bring the
You went
lightsaber.
to the thing
I've always wanted to do that.
I forgot to bring the lightsaber. Next time I see you guys,
Talk to the podcast.
Sorry. Next time I see those guys, Owen's younger brothers, I will bring over my lightsaber and show it to them. But pretty much,
I really want to go this
What
one.
color was it?
I did green.
Okay, that's kind of basic, but okay.
It was
You
green,
did.
red, or blue. They're all basic.
Wait,
Yeah,
but
sure.
doesn't the guy in Marvel have purple?
Mace Windu, yeah, they were out of purple.
Guy
Because I guess a lot of people choose
They're
purple.
out of purple. That's
Because you got to choose your Kyber crystal, and they didn't have any more purple Kyber crystals left.
well, that is an L.
Anyway, Galaxy's Edge was really cool. There was the ride called Rise of the Resistance, which was really cool. Basically, what you did was you got in a ship, and it was you had to do this mission, and Rey sent you on a mission, and you went in the ship and you went around. It was really cool. You moved a little bit, and you didn't think you moved. It just kind of seemed stationary, and the door opens, and you walk in, and you're on oh, what's it called? Help me out, guys. Help me out.
The blank.
The bad guy ship.
Oh, the Death Star.
No, not the
Star
Death Star.
Destroyer.
The
Star
no.
Yeah, Star
The
Destroyer. That's what
circular,
it
the
is.
circular
No,
one.
no, not the Death Star. I know what the Death Star is. The Star Destroyer. You walk out and it's just lines and rows of stormtroopers. And yes, I got it. Thank you. Rows of stormtroopers, and it's just really cool. Maybe I'll send Owen some pictures so that he can put them in. But that was really cool, and just the whole Galaxy's Edge experience was really awesome. So that was probably the coolest thing I did.
What was the
And
worst
buildings.
thing? What was the worst thing you did?
Not getting
Probably the San Diego Zoo.
The San Diego zoos.
It was
zoos are
yeah.
alright.
They're just boring. I don't
Right.
find entertainment walking around looking at animals. It was cool to say that like you're in San Diego. I went to the San Diego Zoo because I love San Diego, but the zoo was just meh. Like I could have spent that
Gotcha.
time doing something else.
Gotcha. Like the beach. Does San Diego have a beach?
They do, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a huge fan of the beach, but I would have rather done the beach than the zoo. I'd say.
Okay. What is the coolest place that you went to?
Overall, San Diego.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
Did you get some good food in San Diego?
Yeah, we got really good Mexican food. We went to this like hole in the wall taco place, and they just had like the best like burritos and tacos you will ever eat. And yeah, it was really cool. We went to this place called the Gas Lamp District. Basically, like when they built it, they obviously it was way back when, and they had like gas lamps like light the streets, and they still have those same gas lamps that light the streets at night.
Wow.
And it was just really cool. Like the atmosphere, it was just like they had seating on the like streets, like the streets were closed off, and there was seating for like restaurants and
cool.
stuff. It was just a lot of restaurants and shops, and like the atmosphere was really cool. And we went. It was like a Friday night that we were there, so it was just like really awesome.
That is
So,
so
San
cool.
Diego was just really, really beautiful and a cool atmosphere, and I am definitely gonna go back.
Okay. All right. Last question. Favorite? Did I say favorite thing? Yeah.
I think we already did. Did we not already
Maybe
do it?
coolest thing.
Coolest thing.
But
Favorite thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
What was your favorite part of the trip?
That's hard.
Yep.
That's really tough.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
Favorite thing of the entire trip.
it's hard to confine it to one thing, but I would probably say building my lightsaber. That experience. There it is. That experience was just. It was so cool. The way they did it was really, really, really awesome. Oh, also, okay, really close second was driving up the Pacific Coastal Highway. Just the views were, like, I could have taken immaculate. That's a great word. I could have taken
Points at the
pictures
wall.
of the entire. I could have taken pictures of the entire thing, and it would never do it justice of how beautiful it actually was. Like I could show you guys all these pictures, and you really wouldn't understand how beautiful it was unless you were actually there. Because like we were going south to north, so we had the ocean on our left side and the rolling mountains on our right side, and it was just, I don't know, it was just unreal. It was so cool.
That sounds pretty amazing.
It was pretty amazing.
And you know what else is amazing that happened while you were on your trip?
The Golden State Warriors won.
Yep, the Golden
Which-
State Warriors.
We were in San Francisco when they won, which
Yep.
was really cool.
That is really, really cool. Being on vacation in San Francisco when the Warriors win.
I got the ESPN notification, and I walk out of my room and I go, "Hey, Dad, the Warriors just won." And right at that moment, you see fireworks going off in every direction. You just hear shouts like down the streets. Like it was really cool because I mean you're in their hometown and they
Right.
just won, and it's like wow, that's awesome.
Did you see any like memorials or not memorials but like spray paintings
Celebrations?
of Curry?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
No, I mean not that I really noticed. I'm sure there were, but
Yeah.
not that I noticed.
Cool. That is pretty awesome. The
It
Warriors looked pretty insane. They just looked unbeatable, honestly. It looked like they figured out the Celtics, and the Celtics just didn't know how to score. They only scored like 88 points in the final game,
Yeah.
and the Warriors were on a roll. Curry did Curry things, lived up to his hype. Did you hear our discussion last week about Curry, like where he ranks all time?
Yeah. Well, I was part of it a little bit.
You were.
A little bit. I made my debut in it.
And so, Owen's not here, but I want to reiterate what we believe on this podcast. And so what we believe is that obviously it's Michael Jordan #1.
Obviously,
Nobody-
there's no doubt about it.
We also can't have our live audience just needs to stay out of this one.
What?
Yeah,
All I
no,
want-
live audiences don't talk.
All I want is clapping. So
Okay.
obviously it's Michael Jordan number 1
Yeah, facts.
because he's just the GOAT and nobody will ever pass him unless someone crazy comes along. Number 2, we established that it's Steph Curry at this point. The way
Yes,
that
obviously.
he revolutionized the game.
Yeah.
The way that he is able to shoot threes at such a high clip with such a fast release, it changes the entire dynamic, opens up so much space for all of his teammates. And you got guys like Otto Porter Jr. and a washed up Andrew Wiggins going off in the playoffs, in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
So Curry warps the entire game around him.
Exactly. His influence on the team around him
Right.
is immaculate.
Exactly. He's a generational talent, generational player. No one will ever compare, except obviously Michael Jordan is a little different but better. And then number 3, we did establish that it was LeBron, but that's up for debate. Luke, if you don't think he's number 3, we can drop him down a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's up to you.
Ooh.
I don't know who else I'd put up there.
I'm thinking guys like Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley might be a little better than Michael Jordan, or than shoot, than LeBron. I was trying to make stuff up, didn't work.
No.
Okay, all right. We'll establish that LeBron is number 3. LeBron is
Very much so.
LeBron is number 3. LeBron is super strong, but he's strong physically, not mentally.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
think about all those times he's lost in the finals.
Yeah.
All right, next topic.
I want to talk about the Phillies because Owen's not here to support me, but I'll talk about the Phillies anyway. And you
Oh,
can sit
no,
here and-
I know a lot about the Phillies.
Let's hear Parker. Should we let Parker go first and see what he has to say? Yeah, Parker, you take it away.
Okay, so the Phillies, they started off the season doing really, really bad. Everybody thought,
Really bad might be a stretch, but not very great.
yeah, exactly. Everybody was like, I thought they were supposed to have a dynamic offense. What happened to all the talent that they got? And what happened to this dynamic offense? And everybody was questioning the Phillies. And then, all of a sudden, we go to a game. And our support single-handedly makes the Phillies into a dynasty. And over the next 10 years, they will have 8 World Series championship wins. Okay? You got Kyle Schwarber hitting like a .774 batting average plus base percentage on base. Then you have Rhys Hoskins doing the same exact thing, only like .750. And you have Bryce Harper with like .747 just on base percentage in this past month going crazy. And so you combine all these factors along with these game-winning home runs of guys by the likes of Canelo. No, he's not a player. Well, I lost my little run, but what I was saying was, unlike me, the Phillies don't lose their runs. They've been scoring so many over the past month, and they've just been domination station. I think they're like 14-0 over the past 15 games.
No, they've lost two or three. I don't remember. 2. In the post Joe Girardi era, they are 12-2 or 14-2, 13-2, somewhere in that.
I think 14.
Yeah, I think they're around 14-2, somewhere in that era. In the post Girardi era, so which is actually started right around when we started going. They had a really big long winning streak. And actually, Owen, could you check on that score for me right now? I know they were playing earlier today. Or they're still playing probably.
Yeah.
Eflin was pitching a decent game. He had 14 pitches going into the second inning, so that was pretty good.
They're losing 6-3, but people are gonna know how this game ends.
Yeah,
By the
well,
time they're listening.
yeah, that's a good point. But they really made up a lot of ground on the Braves, who almost got swept by the Cubs. Did the Cubs beat them again today?
I mean, again, people know, but I doubt that game's over.
The
yet.
Cubs.
I keep getting messed up because
That game just started.
okay, because when I was in California, I would Phillies games for me would be ending at weird times, 2:00 in the afternoon. And
Yeah,
I'm
wait.
This is really weird. I don't like this. I'd get Phillies score updates at really weird times, and it was really weird.
Yeah, what is your sleep schedule like? Because when did you get back from Cali?
Okay, so pretty much
When did
well-
you get back? When did you get back?
this morning.
Okay. And so did you sleep at all last night?
No.
So are you tired?
No, not really. It's a really similar situation to after the Phillies game, where I didn't really get any sleep, and I'm just kind of running off of pure adrenaline. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't really feel that tired, but I know as soon as I lay down tonight, I'm just gonna crash.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I didn't really get any sleep last night, cause
Were you on the red eye?
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. So yesterday, go back a day. Yesterday, not that this was yesterday for you guys, but yesterday for us, I woke up at like, let's say 9 o'clock ish.
Which is 12 o'clock here.
Yeah, but I woke up at 9 o'clock ish. We did a whole day. We did a bunch of stuff. Went to the Golden Gate Bridge, painted ladies, all that kind of stuff.
Painted ladies. What?
So there's this row of houses right outside of Alamo Square that they're
Oh.
called the Painted Ladies. They're famous for some reason. I don't know why. They look the
Like
same.
Boathouse Row, but they're painted.
Kind of, yeah. They look the same as every other row of houses in San Francisco, but they're famous for some reason. They're on like on the title screen of Full House. That's like they pan over those, so I don't.
Gotcha.
Whatever. So we went to see those and went to the Golden Gate Bridge. It was a pretty long day. Went to Fisherman's Wharf. And then we got to the airport around 5, ate dinner. Our flight boarded at 10, left at, took forever to leave. It left at like 10:50.
Which is like 150 here.
Yeah. It was like a 5-hour flight.
Did you sleep on the flight?
I couldn't, no. I tried. I legitimately tried and I could not.
And so, yeah, did your legs get cramped and tired?
Very much so.
Yeah.
The flight to see Owen will be much shorter than that.
Yeah,
Thank goodness.
Did you watch any movies?
On the way there, I watched like 2. On the way back, not really. I started watching Spider-Man Far From Home just because I needed to throw a movie on. And like as I was watching it, my eyes were like fluttering shut. And I'm like, ooh, yay, I can go to sleep. So then I like turn off the movie and I close my eyes thinking, oh, I'm just going to get to go to sleep now. And I just sat there with my eyes closed for like 2 hours.
Well,
And-
then you should have kept the movie on, and maybe you would have fallen asleep.
Maybe, I don't know. And then after that, I listened to the podcast episode, and then I just did other random stuff for the next like hour and a half to 2
Okay.
hours. And then we landed at like 7, got home by like 9:30, and yeah, and then I've just been living my day, and it's 1:59, and I wish it was like 8 o'clock at night. That's okay, because we're recording the podcast.
I wonder if you could go to sleep and like just continuously sleep until morning.
Me?
Yeah.
Definitely not. If I went to bed right now, I'd be up at like 3 in the morning. 2
Okay.
probably.
Okay. Well, I mean that.
Actually, that's like 12 hours of sleep. No chance I'd sleep 12 hours straight right now. I'd be up at like 11 o'clock.
And then you'd wake up, get some dinner, and then go back to bed.
No, I wouldn't be able to fall back asleep because I would have
Oh.
just slept like 10 hours.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Well,
And
you
then
know,
my sleep schedule would be very messed up.
I was asking you what you were watching on a plane because I've been watching Stranger Things.
Have you now?
Yeah. Have you watched Stranger Things?
I watched season 1 and I started season 2 way back when it first came out.
Okay.
And then I just didn't really continue with it.
Okay. Well, I'm on season 2, episode, I think it's 7 or 8.
Mhm.
Maybe I just watched 7. I'm on number 8.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's really good.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna have to get back into it.
oh man,
I just
such a good show.
hopefully this summer I have more time. I didn't really watch any shows during the school year just because I didn't have time.
Mhm.
But maybe this summer will give me some more time to do that.
Yes. It was great. I loved it. And there's like 4 more. There's two more seasons too. Season 3 and season 4.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty
Do
pretty
you have
awesome.
anything else sports related to talk about?
Um,
Oh, and anything else on your mind?
there's hockey. The Avalanche.
Can you say who's in the finals, Luke?
Oh.
Parker gave you half.
Yeah, the Avalanche and the Lightning. Yeah. Well, because Tampa Bay's been in the finals the last like 3 years. So.
And so there was a game last night. What was the score of the game? You think?
Oh, I have no
If
idea. It
you
was
had to guess.
3-1.
Nope. One score was lower. One score was higher.
That's
Was it a tie?
so vague. 6-0.
Higher.
The 6 is higher.
The 6 is higher.
8-0.
7-0.
Jeez, that's
Guess who won, the Lightning or the
Lightning.
Avalanche?
The Lightning.
Nope.
Oh, the Avalanche. You know what? I did see that because ESPN put out a notification was like the Avalanche avalanched on the
Take it
Lightning or
to-
something like that. It was like really dumb play on words with Avalanche, and it was
They launched an avalanche and scored a lot of goals.
or something like that. I don't know. It was dumb, but like, yeah, I did see that.
So hockey's going on. What else do we have sports related?
I don't know.
Um, really nothing else. NFL hasn't started yet.
No, not yet.
Fantasy football, we got to get that league up and running.
Yeah, we do.
Um,
Have the draft before Owen departs.
right. Before his departure. And this year, Luke, if you agree with me on this, this is a go. Okay, we don't need
Okay.
we don't need the commissioner's commission. Wait,
Permission.
Permission.
Commission. Permission.
Yeah, commissioner's permission.
Or is
We can just do it on our
Yep.
own. So if you approve this, it's a go.
okay?
We should have a punishment for last place this year.
Yes.
Okay, it's a go. Punishment.
Within reason.
Punishment for last place within reason. I don't know. We'll have to do vote. We'll
Yeah.
pick like 5 options and vote on it,
Or we put a poll on the Instagram.
or we'll do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Sounds good.
That's settled.
That's settled. Anything
Owen,
else?
do you have anything to debate? Nope, you're not here. Perfect. Settled.
Okay, so we've established this episode. The Golden State Warriors are amazing. Steph Curry is the second greatest of all time in front of LeBron. LeBron is questionably number 3. Luke loved California, especially San Diego, and an amazing hat.
And
I love this hat.
And lastly, the Avalanche avalanched on the Lightning. Well,
And there's a punishment at the end of our
and there's a
fantasy football
punishment at
league.
the end of fantasy football.
I think those 5 things.
Those are the 5 takeaways from today.
Yeah. The 5 finger takeaways. I can start explaining the 5 fingers of evolution. First, you've got natural selection. You've got small population called genetic drift. You've got non-random mating. And then I don't remember what the other 2 are.
Or you could just say like the 5 Finger Lakes of Kentucky or wherever they are.
Are they in Kentucky? I don't think they're definitely. Are they in Kentucky?
Yeah, they are. They are.
I don't-
Because the
Are you sure?
the Louisville Derby, the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe you at all. The Kentucky Derby has nothing to do with the Finger Lakes.
You believe me for a second.
For a split second, I'm like, maybe this is what he's talking about. And I'm like, no chance you know what you're talking about.
Oh. All right. Well, what else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you have anything else? What are you doing tomorrow? You work- you
Tomorrow
work?
I work tomorrow. Yeah.
Nice.
How about you? What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna try and pick up a shift at work. I can't wait to go back to work.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Anyway, this episode is over. It was 1:54.
154.
Hopefully you be a gentleman today and open a door.
See ya some more.
Galaxy's Edge is so cool. I've always wanted to go there.